Welcome to the Creating Confident Content podcast. Hey everyone, let's get real. Content is not going away, and creating content for social media is more important than ever, and there are a lot of moving parts. So I created this podcast to not only share tactical tips, but also the mindset work that needs to get done to create successful content online and offline so that you can grow your business faster and help others. So let's get started. Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Creating Confident Content podcast. I am pumped up. I just am super excited, so I hope you are. I hope you are getting ready for the holidays, starting to think about the new year, 2022, and all the amazing things that we can do out there. It just keeps on amazing me, I guess, every day. I think I just used the word amazing twice, but that's life, right? I just got on a new app called Wisdom. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that today, and also a little bit about repurposing and really understanding yourself and your energetic alignment. And I know I touch on these things often in the Good Karma Success Coach podcast, and sometimes here. I did it a while ago. I'd really have to kind of go back now that I think about it. But it's just super, super important as you are working on your business, working on creating content, that you are feeling good as you do it. It's as simple as that, and not feeling overwhelmed, stressed, any type of anxiety or negativity. Just really have fun with this process. So when Clubhouse came out, I was invited to Clubhouse by my friend Rafi, and I tried it. I tried it many times, and I just couldn't love it. I'll be really honest. It wasn't for me. I'm really good with managing my time. I also struggle with just basic conversation. It's like I need something more intense, more, next level conversations. And to me, Clubhouse just was like these big rooms of all these people sitting around, listening to someone talk about all sorts of stuff that I've already heard a million times years ago. I'm moved on. I do that. I've done it. I've moved on. So I just saw it as like this time suck. Or it was really teeny tiny rooms and it was okay. But again, I wasn't learning anything new. I wasn't growing. If I couldn't take the stage, it definitely was a waste of my time. And when I took the stage, nothing really came from that either. So, there is a point where people say, well, oh, you're being judgmental. No, you're being discerning. You're being discerning with your time. And you're going, I'm not loving this platform. I've tried it. I don't really get it. I feel like everyone's kind of a time suck. I mean, heck, there were some rooms that were saying they were going for 5 hours, 7 hours. People would take the platform, the stage, however you want to call it with Clubhouse, I can't remember the term, and they would just babble on and be a total time suck. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So Wisdom started emailing me months ago. I'd have to check. It's been a very long time, asking me to be a mentor on the app. And I didn't know anything about it. Every time I would email them back, no one would respond. So I did the math that it was probably an AI type email, which there's lots of AI out there now. So just know that. And I was like, oh yeah, this is some type of AI. And it finally launched a couple months ago. And I finally got on last week because I took some time to focus on it. And I have to say, I like it so much better than Clubhouse. So much better. It's kind of like Clubhouse meets a podcast, but it's easier, it's slick. You can email out the links. You can post the links on your platforms such as Twitter, which I'm trying to grow, LinkedIn, Facebook. I think there's even like a Pinterest link. I mean, there's just more possibilities with it. And again, it's recorded. And then when someone jumps on your stage, you can invite them, of course. They jump on. Yesterday was the first time after being on the platform for 6 days. So yesterday was my 6th consecutive Wisdom. And I've been doing it in the morning about 10:30, 10:45. I feel like it's kind of like a nice break. in between going from one project to the other. And I had 2 people ask to get on. So I was really, really excited. And in typical Clubhouse fashion, they're talking about themselves and their business. And it doesn't end up really being a dialogue. But again, you're on a platform. It's a little hard. The platform's free. So I'm very balanced in managing through all those emotions and triggers and all those things, right? But you notice it. I notice it at least. I'm very aware of all that stuff. So anyhow, so what I noticed that's really cool, and it wasn't even a relationship to the person on my platform, I just noticed it, is that Wisdom actually puts a clock on the guest. Like it's 10 minutes. And there's actually, when you're looking at your iPad, in my case, because I don't have an iPhone, so I use my iPad, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a clock on this dude's head. How wild is that? So just another really great feature if you are someone in the past that has been turned off by Clubhouse, like I was, because there's people taking the stage that ramble on and on and on and on with no point, things you already know, or they're promoting their business. And you're like, okay, this is supposed to be community, and we're all supposed to be helping each other, not just promoting our businesses. Then you might really like Wisdom too. So check it out. Right now, it's only on Apple products. So if you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can look through there. You don't need to be invited. It looks like you can set up your own account and have your own stage, all the things. So it's just really cool. And also, if you listened to the podcast last week, I got back on Medium. They also, in the bio, let you put your Medium link. So I love that it's all tied together, which leads into repurposing. Yes, repurposing. I'm actually giving a free masterclass today, November 10th, on repurposing in my private Facebook group, Beyond Basic, and it'll be out there. So even if you missed the live class today, you can still join my private Facebook group, Beyond Basic, and watch the replay. But I'm really, really, really excited to give this free masterclass because I definitely feel this is one of my strengths and I'm super passionate about it. Because people ask me, they're like, oh my gosh, how are you on so many platforms? Aren't you overwhelmed? What about all the time you spend? And then, I get called Energizer Bunny, which is something I wrote about on medium.com, which now cracks me up. But you know what? Once you get the hang of repurposing, it becomes so much easier. Like my brain is like flooded with ideas. Like I think of this, then this can go there, then this can do this. And it's really easy and fast. And it takes the overwhelm and the stress and anxiety and the what should I post? What do I post? What do I do? Out of it all. It can really help you if you become proficient at repurposing. I promise you, it can really help you. So the masterclass tomorrow is going to be going over like the why, the how, and the where to get started or level up your game on repurposing. Because now that I'm so aware of it and I do so much of it myself, I can look at someone's content and be like, okay, why didn't you also post it here? Why didn't you do this? Right? And give lots of tips and ideas and suggestions. So if you hear this podcast, you're not already in the group and it's the 10th, please feel free to join the group. One of the things around energetics and feeling good is that I don't go through my Facebook friend list and invite people to the group. Like it's free will. So everyone in the group has asked to join. So it's small and mighty and growing, and I'm super appreciative of the group. But I'm not going to go through my Facebook list and invite you because, heck, you might not be interested in content creation, or you might be some like me that has 50 gazillion groups that you're already not really doing a great job of participating in. So again, it's free will because it's your choice to be part of a group and learn and grow and participate. And I just really appreciate that. I appreciate all the people that have asked and requested to join. So that's a lot being said. I think I just covered energy and feeling good, which is getting off Clubhouse, going on to Wisdom, not inviting people to my Facebook group. I shared about the Wisdom app and I shared about repurposing, something we can all do. So there's 3 things for you in a nutshell to set you on your day. If you are looking to build your business, level up your business, heck, content creation is not going away. And make sure you're following the people out there that are walking the walk. I'm going to call this shit out because this is the crap that's just driving me crazy online. I just saw someone post a course on repurposing, and I follow her on Facebook and I know who she is, and she's not walking the walk. So make sure you follow people that walk the walk, whether it's me or someone else, because there are plenty of other influencers out there that do walk the walk. Please just do your research and make sure you're following people and investing money with people that have walked the walk, because there's so much shit online, and I've podcasted about this several times, but just be aware. Take an extra second and do some research on that person, get to know their story, see if their story resonates with where you are in your life or where you wish to go, and then follow and listen to that person and then support them. Support them. That could be with courses, that can be online with commenting, it could be anything. Support and gratitude goes in so many buckets, right? So I know it's a little fierce. If that triggers you, yep, you might be someone that needs to look at that. Or you might be someone who's false promoting, because that's a whole other thing. And I just finished dealing with that too. So anyhow, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm wrapping this up because I have a busy day ahead of me. And in the spirit of repurposing, that is just what I have done. I talked about wisdom and medium and energy the other day, and I'm repurposing it for this podcast. So there you go. All right. Have a good one. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, I hope this podcast helps you create confidence in creating your content. Thanks.